Hi everyone. Hello and welcome. I don't know how many of you are all here, but however many of you are here, let's get started. Uh, Today, as promised, I've got some poem RCs. I had promised you last time only that I will give you some poem RCs. So I hope you're here, all of you, and we can get started with that. If you can see me and hear me, can you give me a quick yes or no? Am I audible? And am I visible? You have to tell me that, right? If I'm audible and visible. Also, can you quickly hit the like button and also share and subscribe the session so that the like and share, of course, is for us and the subscribe is for you if you wish to participate in the live chat. Hi, Adoksh. Good evening. Today we are just a little late because there was another session that was going on. So we thought we will start a little later. So let's do this today, reading comprehension with a twist. We've got poem RCs as promised. So let's do this. I have 2 or 3 sets. We will do this. Here is the first one. Take a moment, read, and then we will discuss this lovely poem. I'm good. No man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. If a clod be washed away by the sea, Europe is the less, as well as if a promontory were, as well as if a manor of thy friends or of thine own were. Any man's death diminishes me because I am involved in mankind and therefore never sent to know for whom the bells toll, it tolls for thee. Now, one very important thing, guys, here is that poem RCs are not really as difficult as we think they are. The questions generally are such that you will be able to read them and solve them. So, my first thought here is that the minute you get a poem, do not panic. That's the first thing, right? Because a lot of us tend to panic and therefore we tend to miss out on the questions. We tend to not understand. So, my first thought here is that you must be very careful. You must read the poem well, and if you don't know something, let it be. It's perfectly all right. Don't worry about it. Just read and see what questions you can answer. The questions on the poems are generally very easy. Okay. So, therefore, keep that in mind and let's do this. Here is your poem, a very short, sweet poem. Okay. Now, this one very clearly says that no man is an island entire of itself. That means you're not someone who is an island who can be by himself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. So that means you're part of a whole. So even if a piece of dirt, a clod is a piece of dirt, it is washed away, then Europe is small, it is not complete, right? So therefore, everything has to be complete and no one is complete by themselves. So any man's death diminishes me. So if I am alive, I have, even if one person dies, it is making me smaller or shorter or reducing me in size. So because I'm involved in mankind and therefore never sent to know for whom the bells toll, it tolls for thee. So the bells are ringing for every single person who's there. Okay. So every single person is important, and yet no one is the same without the others. So you have to have everyone combining with each other. All right, what does the line "no man is an island" mean? People choose isolation because they dislike others around them. No person can exist entirely without other human support. Each person owns land that nobody else can enter, or a human body is mostly water and therefore unstable. Chalo. All of you who are here, can one of you give me the answer very quickly? No man is an island. What would that mean? Yes, guys, I'm waiting for your answers. See, the idea that no man is an island would probably mean that no one can live without others, right? So, therefore, no person can exist entirely without other human support, and that should be your answer. All right. Every man is a piece of the continent. What does this line mean? So, if you are a piece of the continent, you are a part of a whole, right? So, every person belongs to a larger collective human unity. Every person must live permanently inside a single country. All humans are required to stay close to shorelines, and some individuals matter more than the others within the society. Now, he's saying every man is a piece of the continent. That means every single person is a part of a larger whole. So, therefore, each person belongs to a larger collective human unity, and that should be your correct answer. All right. If a cloud be washed away by the sea, Europe is the less. What does that mean? Cloud, of course, is a piece of dirt, right? It's a small piece of dirt. So, what am I saying by this? Come on, guys. These are simple lines you can identify. So, Europe is this less even if one clod, even if one piece of dirt is washed away. So, therefore, Europe becomes smaller because it loses huge land pieces. But it didn't say clod cannot be huge, right? So, no. The sea destroys everything that happens to touch its water, but does it destroy everything? We don't know. Even losing something small weakens the overall human whole. Yes. Only very large land masses have any meaning? No, the author has said even if a clod is washed away, Europe is less. It's a smaller. So therefore, the correct answer here will be option number C. Yes, Purva. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Let's go to the next line. As well as if a promontory were. What does this mean? So, what is a promontory? Anyone who knows? Anybody who knows what a promontory is? A promontory essentially is a piece of land that juts out into the sea. Okay. So, let's say this is the shoreline, and suddenly here is a piece of land that comes in out into the sea. So, this is called the promontory. Okay. So he said that even if an entire promontory is lost, or if one clod is lost, the loss is a loss. Correct? That is what he has said. So only the biggest landforms deserve our deepest concern, but we haven't said that. So eliminate. A promontory has more strength than a whole continent. Well, this comparison was not given anywhere. A promontory naturally causes damage when moving suddenly. We don't know if it naturally causes damage. Losing something big or small carries equal human meaning. Yes, even if it's something big or it is something small, the meaning is the same. So, yes, the correct answer is D. All right. Any man's death diminishes me. What does this mean? Any man's death will diminish me. Yes, come on, guys. Question number 5. So, only close friends influence us? No. We've said any man's death. One person's death increases someone else's power in life? No. It says reduces. Diminish means to reduce. Every death affects all humans by touching our shared bond. Looks good. Human deaths have no impact? Not at all. So, the correct answer will be option number C. Yes, Purva has got it absolutely right. Let's do the next one. Because I am involved in mankind. What does this line mean? All humans share responsibility within one unified community. The speaker works for a humanitarian charity group. Only certain individuals matter to him in meaningful ways, or humans should avoid involvements. Now, the theme of this passage was that one is for all and all is for one. So, therefore, A is a good choice, not B. Not see only certain individuals, no. Avoid involvement, not at all. That is going absolutely against the theme of the poem. So, therefore, no. So, the best answer, option number A. All right, let's look at question number 7. Yes, Ishan, very good. Excellent. Okay, question number 7. What are we saying? Never send to know for whom the bells toll. What does this line mean? We are looking at each of the lines and interpreting. So please understand, the bells are tolling. The bell in the church will ring when somebody dies. Okay, so it represents death. So now, if a big person, small person, famous person, not famous person, whoever is dying, he's saying that don't ask who has died. Whoever has died is a loss for the country, right? So therefore they should remain silent. No, do not ask whose funeral bell is currently ringing. Yes, wealthy people alone can receive bells. No, the bell is tolling to celebrate a joyful festival. No. So the best answer here was, don't ask who for whom the bell is tolling, that who has died, because every single death is important for us. It is a loss, nevertheless, whoever the person is. It tolls for thee. So the bell summons you personally to attend church today. You are responsible for another person's tragic death. The bell is announcing an upcoming joyful marriage, or every death reflects your own mortality and connection. Well, the bell is ringing for you. That means you are connected to this death. So, therefore, every death reflects your own mortality and connection to the others. Kushal, you've got 18 correct in the sample paper of VN, 7 wrong. Well, Kushagra, now what you can do is look at the types of questions and see where you went wrong. Okay. And reanalyze your answers. Where are you going wrong? That is all you can do with it. Okay. All right. Here's your second poem. Yes, Purva. Very good. See, because after so much time, you have prepared so much and you have spent so much time, then you should not be going wrong with it. So, if something is going wrong, then we need to check, correct? So, let's do that. Let's make sure that we are not going wrong with it. Okay, here's your second poem, everyone. It says, there will come soft rain and the smell of the ground, and swallows circling with their shimmering sound, and frogs in the pool singing at night, and wild plum trees in tremulous white. Robins will wear their feathery fire, whistling their whims on a low fence wire. And not one will know of the war, not one will care at last when it's done. So, probably some war is ending. Not one would mind, neither bird nor tree, if mankind perished utterly. And spring herself, when she woke at dawn, would scarcely know that we were gone. This is saying that humans are inconsequential, right? Even if we die, even the entire race finishes, nature will not care. The birds will still sing, the trees will still grow, the animals would still celebrate, the rain would still happen, spring would still come. It's just that the humans will be gone. So they would not even know that we died, or the entire race was finished. So that's a very interesting thought, huh? All right, let's take a look. So, which option best paraphrases the idea in the lines? And not one will know of the war, not one will care at last when it's done. So, what is the paraphrase of this line? Plants will stop growing until peace fully returns again. Animals will celebrate once the long war is finally over. Humans will forget the war because nature erases memory. Or is it that no creature will notice or care that the war has ended? Come on, guys. Let's get your answers. See, the questions in poems are very simple. All you need to do is direct interpretation, direct line by line, read and understand. So, if you're able to do that, you'll be able to get your answers right. Let's take a look. So the correct answer will be that no creature will notice or care that the war has ended. Humans will forget the war is not mentioned. They will celebrate that celebrate. Animals don't even care that there is a war. And plants will stop growing until peacefully written. That's ridiculous. When has nature stopped from for any human? So no. So best answer will be D. What does the word tremulous in the line wild plum trees and tremulous white most nearly mean? Is it bright and extremely colorful? Is it hard and rough in texture? Is it quivering or gently shaking? Or is it fully grown or ripe? Yes, Purva. Come on, guys. Let's get your answers to this question. Yes, the correct answer is tremulous is shivering, quivering, nervous, shy. So therefore, quivering or gently shaking will be the correct answer. Okay. All right. According to the poem, which of the following natural things is specifically mentioned as singing at night? What is singing at night? Tell me. What was mentioned as singing at night? If you want, I can take you back to the poem also, which you should. Right, here you are. So the correct answer here, frogs in the pool singing at night, and therefore it is the frogs that are singing. So let's check. Okay, not swallows, but frogs, not robins, not plums. Correct answer, frogs. All right, question number 4. What's the central message of the poem? Yes, Purva, you had got it right. Others also, you can answer this. What is the central message of the poem? Nature will continue peacefully even if humanity disappears. War is necessary for nature to flourish and grow. Animals are more emotional than humans during wartime. Or seasons change dramatically because of human conflicts. So nature will continue peacefully even if humanity disappears. That's the correct answer. Option number A. Okay. All right. Let's go to the third poem. This is something that I really love. It's slightly longer, but hey, that's okay. Read it and then I will take you to the next part. Okay, I've put the entire poem here on a page, so I hope you will be able to read and see it. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I've put the rest of the poem also on this page only. So it's all here. This is where it starts, and then it continues from here to here. Okay. This is a very beautiful poem written by uh, whoever, I've forgotten also. I did it in class 10th. It is How America has won the Civil War and Abraham Lincoln is the president, and he's the one who's called the father, right? Oh, Captain, my Captain, our fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every rack. The prize we sought is won. So, what we were looking for, we have won that. The port is near. The bells are here. The people all exulting. So, everyone is very happy because we are almost at the end. While follow eyes the steady keel, the vessel grim and daring. So, you're fighting. This person is very, very brave. America is, but oh, heart, heart, heart. Oh, the bleeding drops of red. Where on the deck my captain lies, fallen cold and dead. So Abraham Lincoln is dead. Oh, captain, my captain, rise up and hear the bells. Rise up for you, the flag is flung, for you, the bugle trills. So there is beautiful sound and everything. The flag has been raised. He's asking the father, Abraham Lincoln, to wake up. For you, the bouquets and ribbon wreaths. For you, the shores are crowding. So people are waiting. They're standing for you. They've got the flowers. For you, they call. They're asking for you. And here, Captain, dear father, this arm. So he tries to raise him. It is some dream that on the deck you've fallen cold and dead. My captain will not answer. His lips are pale and still. My father does not feel my arm. He has no pulse or will. So he's dead. The ship is anchored safe and sound. So we've won. We've reached our place where we needed to. Its voyage is done. America has taken liberty, has won. From fearful trip, the victor ship comes in with the object one, 20. Oops. Exalto shore. So everyone is happy, but he says the poet is very sad because the father is dead, the captain is dead. Right? So that was your poem. Yes, very beautiful, huh? Walt Whitman, huh? Not Whitmore. Wonderful. All right, so here is your first question. Which option best identifies the poem's extended metaphor? So there is one ongoing metaphor in the poem. What is that? The captain is a fierce warrior commanding storms. The captain is Abraham Lincoln leading the nation through war. The ship as a simple boat finishing a relaxing trip, or the deck as a battlefield filled with soldiers fighting. Yes. Tell me, what should the correct answer be? Yes, Purva, you've given me a good answer. Purva says B. Yes, Nidmish, very good. Anjali, very good. Yes, this poem, the extended metaphor in this poem was of Abraham Lincoln being the captain, the nation, the ship being America. Okay, and war, of course, was the Civil War. Okay, which line shows metonymy? Metonymy is using one thing to represent something larger, something different. So my captain does not answer, his lips are pale and still, the ship is anchored safe and sound. Oh, the bleeding drops of red, this arm beneath your head. What is metonymy? Something used to represent another thing. The ship is a representation of the USA, the Union States. And therefore, the ship is anchored safe and sound is the line that shows metonymy. Yes, yes, yes. No, not oh bleeding drops of red. No, no. Metonymy is the ship being represented as US or US being represented as the ship. That's the metonymy. In oh bleeding drops of red, we have apostrophe. Okay. All right. Where is this personification? Exalto shores and ringo bells. The port is near, the bells are here. The vessel grim and daring, fallen cold and dead. So when you have personification is when something non-living is ascribed human qualities. right? So this one is very simple. Exalto shores and ringo bells. Here is the beautiful personification. The shores cannot exalt, right? And therefore, if the shores are exulting, there is personification. The vessel grim and daring is another example of personification because the vessel is also grim and daring, right? So human features, therefore that is also personification. Fallen cold and dead, no, because that's the captain can fall cold and dead, so no. The port is near, bells are here will not work also. All right, the next one. Yes, he also. Which line is the clearest example of vivid imagery appealing to the senses? What is this imagery that you see? Imagery is there is a strong visual image. When you read this, you get that image in your mind. Rise up for you, the flag is flung. Where on the deck my captain lies. Oh, the bleeding drops of red. The people all exulting. Come on. Where is this imagery? Yes, correct. Absolutely. Yes. Nidmish, Anjali. Yes, C is the correct answer. Oh, bleeding drops of red. The minute you see that, right? So that's the imagery. Okay, the word repetition, heart are an example of which figure of speech? Is it metaphor? Is it alliteration? Is it repetition? Is it irony? So let's recall. Metaphor is comparison without using any word of comparison. So the brave lion, that's a metaphor. Alliteration is repetition of the first consonant. So she, shell, sheer, shortage. Now that's alliteration. Sh. Repetition is this, any word being repeated. Irony is the existence of a contrast. Okay, so that's your answer. Okay, what does the word exulting most nearly mean? Is it celebrating, shouting, waiting, or marching? Come on. What is exulting? Okay, Anjali says A, Purva says B, Nimish says A. Well, the correct answer is exalt is to celebrate, and therefore, because America has won freedom, the ship has come into the shore, so people are celebrating. They don't know that the father is dead, so they're celebrating, exulting. All right, what's the central idea of the poem? What is this poem about? Is it a sailor celebrates reaching shore after a peaceful voyage? A triumphant return is overshadowed by the death of a beloved leader. The crew refuses to continue because the ocean is dangerous, or a captain sacrifices the ship to win a minor victory. Yes, the correct answer, yes, you guys, is B, that the triumphant return is overshadowed by the death of a beloved leader. Very good. All right, what is the overall feeling of the poem? What is the tone? Joyful, humorous, bitter and mocking, triumphant yet deeply mournful, coldly scientific. What is the correct tone of this poem? Tell me. Okay, I've got C from Nidmish, I've got C from Anjali. All right, yes, it is triumphant yet deeply mournful. The idea is that they have won the battle, the ship has come into the shore, and yet the captain is dead. So triumphant yet deeply mournful. All right. Okay, guys, ALET 2026, the final plan. There are only 15 days left. We will start with this. Okay, if you have any questions, please ask away. All right, that brings me to the end of this session. As promised, I have done some poems for you. There are other poems also in your books, so please do that. Thank you so much. Remember to hit like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.